My sister-in-law, one of my sister-in-laws said afterwards, you know, when it came to small things, your mother was a pain in the ass. When it came to the big things, like how to die well, she was a wizard, you know. So that's the thing about our species. They were capable of creating, playing with everything. You know, this is a principle of neoteny, that, you know, a baby chimpanzee will outplay a baby human every time. They're born very playful. But as chimpanzees get older, they get less and less playful. Whereas humans, we have the potential of getting more and more playful, so we can play even with our death. And so death is not the opposite of life. Meister Eckhart says, when you die, life dies, but being goes on. And as you say, let's respect the mystery. You can call it reincarnation, call it resurrection, you can call it regeneration. Nobody knows what the hell we're talking about. You know, no one knows what form resurrection takes. So it could be whatever. And you say, you know, let's let that unfold and put our energy into this life while we're here. And the big thing is so that we don't die with regrets. And that's what Otto Rank writes about, that the real people who are afraid of death, including all these scientists, are really full of regret. They haven't lived yet. And I love how he defines the artist. The artist is one who wants to leave behind a gift. That the artist in all of us, that creative being we talked about earlier, senses our mortality, has accepted mortality, and therefore wants to leave behind a gift. And that's what we should be putting our energy into. We love life so much that we're investing in the gift we're going to leave behind. And with that, we'd all die peacefully.
I had, I had a friend in North Carolina who was diagnosed with a particular form of cancer, and you know, it's kind of given the death sentence. You know, you have so many months to live, etc. And he went within, and he knew it said it's just simply not my time, and he let it. He did all of the work, the inner work he was supposed to do, and the cancer went into complete remission. And he lived another, 10 or 15 years, and the cancer came back. And he went within, and he checked in, and he says, this time, it's my time. And he did, and therefore he didn't have to do any work, anything like that. And the one thing he did was have a party. And he says, anybody who intends to attend my funeral, I want you to come to the party, and I want you to say, whatever you're going to say at the funeral, I want you to tell me right now while I'm healthy and happy and all like that. So he had a living funeral, and it turned into like a couple of days long party, and 30 days later he was dead. And he's like, okay, I got that. You know, so there are all sorts of ways in which we can do this. Now, I said we were going to wrap up at 9:40. It's 9:45 now. And actually, for some reason, it feels like this might be a good subject to wrap up on. So let me say I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate Linda and the natural way and the entire process of bringing you here. I'm glad we were able to do this. I appreciate everyone who is here that's been able to contribute to it. And we'll have to do it again.
So what are you going to do with the video?
So the question is, what am I going to do with the video? One of the things that we've been doing is working hard to build Common Way Institute as an organization. One of the things that we've been doing, ways we've been doing that, is driving content for members on the Common Way website. And so we haven't even talked about this yet, but one of the things that we'll be doing, putting probably all the video on the Common Way website, and it will be accessible first to members. Hint, hint, hint. Okay. Then after a while, it will be accessible to non-members through the website. We may take, and we need to talk about this for a bit, but we may take some clips of this and put it up on YouTube or something like that, not the whole thing. But for those of you who are not Commonwealth members, you should grab someone who is a Commonwealth member and you should talk to them. And go to www.commonwealth.org and you can see the content that is up on the web right now. And you can make some decisions as to whether or not you would like to be part of a future that we are creating. I think it was it was Drucker who said the best way to predict the future is to invent it. So that's what we're doing. We're inventing a very intentional future. Our intentional future is aligned, hopefully, with the intention of the divine. We'll know if it's not when the lightning bolt comes through the ceiling or the floor. Right now, for example, Commonwealth members are involved in a 5-week teleseminar, and that's people all around this country, and actually participants in New Zealand. And we got lots of other stuff like that going on. So that's something so that's what's going to happen to the tape. I don't know if we're going to sell it or anything like that, but I got to talk with him about whether we're going to do anything like that. So
I want to say thank you to Sharif to inviting me and to Matt for both of you, and I just want to honor you and say thank you.
I want to say thank you for your rapid response to my coming in town and putting together this wonderful evening tonight. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the work you're doing all over the world and everything that's happening here in Portland. It's a very special place, Portland really is. There's a lot of progressive action and thinking going on, and I don't hold back. Now is the time.
We are. Thank you.
Now is the time to let it go further, faster, deeper. So keep going.
All right.
thank you.
You bet. So,